Good morning, everyone. Happy Thursday. My name is Nicole Traum, and you are watching Lee Health's Healthcare Heroes Self-Care Moment. Thank you for tuning in. This week, we are talking about living with intention and what that means, how we can do it better. And, intention just means really being present. At least for me, that's one of the things that really comes to mind when I think about being intentional. It means really showing up, really being there, and that takes practice, right? And I think I was speaking with one of my friends this week, and she was like, "Well, I really just want to, I want to be able to just dive right in, and I want to be able to do yoga and do the meditation and do this and do that." And I said, just take it piece by piece because it's sometimes it's overwhelming, and we have such big expectations. Sometimes our intentions are there, right? But our expectations are so big that it makes it really difficult to attain what it is that we want to get at. So start by being intentional in little ways, and there's lots of little ways that you can be intentional. So the first thing that we're going to do this morning is just allow ourselves to listen and be present. So you can take a comfortable seat, sit up nice and tall, and lengthen up through the top of your head. So feel yourself lengthening. You can feel your seat pressing down, your hips pressing down into your chair, your feet pressing down into the floor, and just notice those sensations for a moment. Take a couple deep breaths here, inhaling and exhaling, just feeling yourself in your body. Feel your chest rising and falling. And when you're ready, you can close your eyes and just start to notice what it feels like this morning to be in your body. Obviously, you had intentions of starting in a good place if you're watching this right now. So allow yourself to now just be in the present moment. Start to notice any sounds around you. Good. And then notice any smells. Maybe you could notice the smell of coffee or tea or breakfast or something. Toothpaste. And then allow yourself to notice the way that the air feels on your skin. The way that your clothing feels on your body. Just letting yourself come into this present moment to show up, to be here now. And then start to feel your body relaxing. Relax your jaw, relax your shoulders, relax your hips. Give yourself permission to let go of any of the expectations, right? This doesn't have to be a transformational moment, right? You're just letting yourself be present with your body. And sometimes that is really transformational, right? And other times you're just like, okay. Either way, you're here. Feeling your breath filling you up and then emptying out with the exhale. Let's do 2 more deep breaths like that. Just letting yourself settle in this morning. And then coming back to the present, we're going to start with a little bit of massage. So I know a lot of people are having allergies right now. It's allergy season. So we're going to do a little sinus massage. And we'll start here. Let's start by bringing our hands to our temples and just giving a little bit of a massage right there. Releasing any tension along the edges, right next to the eyes. That's it. And breathe. Feeling yourself here in that present moment. And then you just take your fingers and work them up over your eyebrows. So I'm using my pointer fingers. You can also use your pointer fingers and your middle fingers. Make sure your hands are clean for this. It's going around and around, working out anything that might be holding us back from being present. Letting yourself breathe here a little bit deeper. That's it. Let's do one more time. This is a great midday break as well, just to kind of come in. And then you're going to take your fingers right here, right in the sides of your nose, and just gently press back out. And this is where mine are tight today. Just kind of working some of that fluid, some of that tension out of the face, out of the sinuses, the cheeks. Good. Just letting yourself breathe as you move. So you gently give yourself a little massage here. That's it. Let's do 2 more. Good. All right, and then take your left hand to your right shoulder and just start to work from your neck all the way down through the side of that shoulder, over to the arm now, just working your way down, letting yourself be present. So when we do this self-massage, these things, these lymphatic movements, it allows us to start to really feel our body. You can go all the way down towards your hand in that one. Perfect. And then we'll do the opposite side. So we're going to take our right hand now over to the left side of your neck. Start up at the side of by your ear. Work through there. Just a little bit of movement, noticing where there's tightness. And then working your way to the shoulder, the arm, and then all the way down through to your hand. So just slowly working your way there. That's it. Good. And then give yourself a hug here and just start to squeeze. Remember we talked about how you need 12 hugs a day. I'm sure you're probably not getting 12 hugs a day, right? So giving yourself that squeeze, breathing in, allowing yourself to release some of those feel-good sensations in your body. And what we'll do here is we're going to inhale and lift our elbows and exhale as you round, bringing your elbows down towards your knees. So just stretching into the back body now. Inhale and exhale. Let's do 2 more. That's it. Lifting up and rounding forward. Now, as you come back up, notice which arm is underneath. We're going to stretch our arms out. Take a big stretch here. Good. And then bring the other arm underneath. Hugging, giving yourself a little squeeze. And then inhaling as you lift your elbows and exhaling as you round. Good. So we know that when we're present, when we give someone a hug, right, it does bring us into that present moment. You go, oh, wow, that feels really good. So let yourself feel that right now. Be intentional in how you move, moving with your breath. Good. One more time, just lifting those elbows up and then lowering them down. Good. And as you come back up through center, stretch your arms out again. Just slowly start to move your head side to side. Perfect. Good. Let's take our right hand down. Reach your left arm up and over. Take a big stretch here up through the side body. Perfect. And then we'll come on up. Bring your left arm down. Reach the right arm up and over, stretching through that right side body. Perfect. And then we'll come all the way up and over. One more time. Over to the right. Breathing here. Rolling that shoulder back as you breathe. Perfect. And then come all the way back and we'll reach up and over to the left. So just letting yourself unravel here, loosen up a little bit. Perfect. And then come all the way out and roll your shoulders onto your back. All right. So we're going to come in and do a forward bend today. And the forward bend, you can do it with your chair or you can do it at the wall. I'm going to show you from the back of my chair today. So here's the back of the chair. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start with my hands on my knees and I'm just going to start to bow forward. You can inhale and look up, exhale as you bow, just letting yourself stretch here. My legs are straight. Good. Now, if you want, you can bring your hands here and take that big stretch. Or what you can do is you can lean into the chair. So I'm grabbing onto my elbows here, just leaning forward and then rocking side to side. That's it. Just feeling that nice big stretch down through the back of the spine. You can shake your head yes and no. Let's take 2 more deep breaths here. Perfect. And then roll yourself all the way up. Good. And we'll stretch our legs out wide. And you can hold on to the chair here and just touch one hand down to the floor. So just stretching and reaching, letting yourself be in that moment. Good. And then we'll switch sides. So you can bring your other hand to your chair, other hand down to the floor, or both hands down and just rock side to side. Just feeling that stretch into your back body. Letting yourself breathe. Take another 2 breaths here. And then coming up nice and slow, you can use your chair even to come back up. Let's come on back to our seat now. And just notice how nice that feels. And you can do that more than once, right, on each side. You can go in and take a few moments bending into one knee, bending into the other, but allowing yourself to really be present. So we're going to come back in and take a comfortable seat in the chair now and allow yourself to lengthen and just notice how that feels. We just brought a lot of length into the spine when we let our head drop like that. So as you come back, just roll your shoulders onto your back and give yourself a moment here to reconnect, to feel that nice movement, maybe a little bit more blood flow up through your torso. Perfect. And we'll come back in, bring your arms up and just start to twist to the right as you inhale and to the left as you exhale, just bringing some movement into the side body. That's it. The more we get into our bodies, the more it's just a little more natural to be intentional, right? Because we start to feel, we start to be more present. Perfect. And then come on out and roll the shoulders back. And then you can take that comfortable seat. So if you want to sit all the way back in your chair, you can. You can allow yourself to really feel the support of that chair as you sit tall. So when we think about intention, bringing ourselves into the present moment is something that's really, really important. So we're going to do a practice. I did this with my daughter the other night. She gets overwhelmed. And I just have to say, right, even though we're continuing to move through this process, doesn't mean that there aren't going to be days that you feel like you lose your mind, right? I witnessed it with my daughter. I witnessed it with myself. Like it just builds up and all of a sudden it gets so overwhelming because we still are in the midst of a lot of shifting, a lot of change. And so being able to be present during that will make a big difference, right? Maybe you'll catch yourself kind of losing it on someone or just in your mind. So the other night, my daughter, she was just super overwhelmed. And she's a self-soother, so she takes the corner of her little blanket and she does this with it. And it's really sweet, but she didn't have her blanket because she got in trouble and we had to take it away. So I said, honey, let's do something else that's going to help to bring you calm and peace. So what we did was we started with our fingertips tapping, okay? So what you want to do here is bring the pointer finger and your thumb and really feel the fingertips touching. Just let yourself feel that sensation, pressing them together, and then bringing the thumb and the middle finger, that's it, the thumb and the ring finger, and then the thumb and the pinky, and just start to move nice and slow. And you can do it with one hand or you can do it with both hands. Letting yourself feel the sensation of the fingertips touching. And let yourself breathe. That's it. Just letting yourself be present, feeling that sensation of your fingertips tapping. And if you want, you can close your eyes. That's it. Just feeling that sensation of the fingertips, feeling that sensation of being in the present moment. Now there's some words that you can say with this, but we'll talk about that tomorrow. I just want you to get used to this, getting comfortable with this sensation, getting comfortable in the present moment. And what I like about this is that you can do this and no one has to see it, right? You can kind of just put your hand down on your lap and just gently tap your fingers together and notice how that starts to calm you. It's a self-soothing technique. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself soften. Good. Let's do one more round, just tapping the fingertips. That's it. And then bring your hands down and close your eyes. If you want, you can continue with tapping your fingers. That's fine. But just coming back to your breath now, noticing your inhale and your exhale. Noticing how you feel this morning. Where you're feeling any sensations in your body, in your breath. And start to feel your shoulders soften away from your ears, your hips release down just a little bit more. We'll take 3 more deep breaths, just letting yourself settle in. Allowing a sense of peace, allowing that peace and settling come through you. And then bringing your hands back in front of your heart, just honoring the fact that you let yourself be present. You let yourself be intentional this morning or whenever you're watching this video. So for your courageousness today and always, I bow to you. Namaste. And this has been Nicole Traum with Lee Health's Healthcare Heroes Self-Care Moment. We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday. We'll be back with our Feel Good Friday. So we'll be doing a little extra movement tomorrow. And hope to see you then. We'll be back at 6:40. Please feel free to share this with your friends or come back and watch this later. Thanks again. Bye-bye.